No, sorry, madame.
There you are, finally. What on earth took you so long?
I had to get the fashion magazines.
Why?
You wanted to read them, Mrs. Van Hopper?
I pay good money for your employment, my dear. I don't like to be kept waiting.
Sorry, Mrs. Van Hopper.
Oh, no cream. The waiter's a complete idiot.
I'll call him Mrs. Van Hopper. Here, please, monsieur.
Don't call him monsieur, and do not ask him.
Could you please bring some cream here?
Oh, my God. In five-star hotels, girl, the well-paying guests don't smile at the waiter.
Sorry, Mrs. Van Hopper.
Don't say please or thank you. Remember, my dear, one must give commands here.
Yes, Mrs. Van Hopper.
Shabby and penniless, when you came to me, I showed you compassion.
I'm grateful, Mrs. Van Hopper.
In return, I'm embarrassed by you each day. And more, I realize you will never be a lady because her loss is lost with you. You will always be a small, unremarkable, shy gray mouse. No matter what I teach you, my voice just doesn't reach you. You don't have what it takes, Kate. No, you'll never be a lady, that's for sure. Are you even listening to me? What are you staring at? In five-star hotels, remember, my dear, starring is frowned upon.
Sorry, Mrs. Van Hopper.
Oh, hello. See right there, that man is Mr. De Winter.
An acquaintance of yours.
Do you not read magazines?
I'd rather read books, Mrs. Van Hopper.
In fine company, you have to know, my dear, who's revered and important. Mr. De Winter, hello!
Good evening.
Don't you remember me? Edith Van Hopper, Park Avenue, New York.
Actually, I remember you quite well.
Get the waiter. Mr. De Winter will be having coffee with us.
On the contrary, you both will be having your coffee with me.
You know, I recognized you immediately, Mr. De Winter. Quite the pleasant surprise. I thought you would have been back at Mandalay, that enchanted Cornish castle of yours. I'm sure it's not easy to leave it.
Mandalay is nice, but I found myself longing for a change of air.
Oh, yes, the weather has been good in Monte, but the moment we arrived, I said everything's a bit off, and I find it dreadfully boring. But now that I know you're here, the city will be much better.
What do you think of Monte Carlo?
I find it sort of artificial.
She's spoiled, Mr. De Winter. Most girls her age would give their eyes to see Monte.
Without eyes, that'd rather defeat the purpose now, wouldn't it?
You jest, Mr. De Winter. Has your butler unpacked for you yet?
I don't have a butler, but perhaps you would enjoy helping me.
Me? You're kidding, Mr. De Winter. Maybe you should help him. You're a capable girl.
I appreciate the offer, but my motto is, he who travels the fastest, travels alone. It was a pleasure. Ladies.
He left so abruptly. I'm afraid, my dear. You drove him away.
What?
The way you responded was uncalled for, my dear. You must have upset him.
That's not what I intended.
It's clear to me you have forgotten your place. You shamed us both once more.
I've never met a man like him, alluring and mysterious. I hope I'll see him again.
He is out of your league, my dear. You will never be a lady because class is lost on you. You will always be a small, unremarkable, shy gray mouse. No matter what I teach you, my voice just doesn't reach you. You're missing the nonchalance, darling, the confidence and elegance. There's not the slightest chance, darling. You'll never be a lady, that's for sure. Now come madame. I'm feeling miserable. I think I've got the flu. I have to call the doctor tomorrow.